In the hills of Pennsylvania, there's a two-lane stretch of road that locals avoid after dark. Route 76 runs quiet through forest and farmland, and for most drivers, it's unremarkable. But every few years, usually in fall, almost always just after midnight, someone reports the same thing. A girl standing at the side of the road, alone and waiting. It was October of 2016. Mike Harrow was driving through Pennsylvania on his way to a job in Pittsburgh. He had taken the back roads to avoid tolls, which left him driving through a dark rural landscape. The weather was overcast that night, cold and dark. At around 1:30 after midnight, just past the town of Elwood City, he noticed a figure standing near the guardrail. A young woman, maybe in her early 20s, long black coat, brown leather boots, a small duffel bag at her feet. She didn't wave. She just stood there, staring ahead at the road. Mike slowed down, confused. She didn't look distressed, but she was clearly alone in the middle of nowhere. He rolled down his window and leaned over. "Are you okay?" he asked. She looked at him and quietly asked, "Are you going toward Newcastle?" He was. She stepped into the passenger seat without saying anything else. They drove in silence for nearly 10 minutes. Mike tried to make small talk, asked if she lived nearby or if she had any family in Newcastle. She gave short answers but never made eye contact. Her answers mostly consisted of yes and no. Only once she responded with "I used to live here," while being quiet for most of the talk. Her voice was soft and calm. She looked like she belonged in another decade. Her coat was made of the wool, her boots vintage. Her makeup was faded, almost smudged, like she'd been out in the rain, but the night was dry. When they reached the edge of Newcastle, she pointed toward an old side road near a row of abandoned farmhouses. "You can drop me here," she said. Mike offered to drive her closer to town, but she declined. She opened the door, stepped out, and stood there for a couple of seconds. "Thank you for the ride," she said. Then she looked to the town and she added one more thing. "You should drive straight through. Don't stop again." And with that, she was gone. She disappeared into the tree line. Mike told the story to a co-worker the next day, half laughing about the weird encounter. After talking to him for a while about it, the co-worker started staring at him weirdly. "You said she had a black coat and brown boots?" Mike nodded. His co-worker pulled out his phone and opened a news article from years earlier. The headline read, "College student found dead off Route 76, hitchhiking suspected." The photo showed a smiling brunette in a long black coat and worn brown boots. Her name was Anna Delacroix. She had disappeared in 1982. Anna Delacroix was 21 years old when she vanished. She was a local student studying English literature. She had been returning home from a Halloween party in Elwood City when her car broke down. Witnesses reported seeing her walking along Route 76, trying to flag down a ride. 2 days later, her body was discovered in a drainage culvert just off the highway. She had been strangled. There were no suspects, no arrests, and no clear motive. The case went cold within a year, but something strange began to happen soon after. Over the next 4 decades, scattered reports emerged. Truckers and late-night travelers spoke of a girl in vintage clothing standing quietly along Route 76, always alone, always near the site where Anna's body was found. Some said she tried to speak, others said she simply stared. A few claimed they picked her up, only to have her vanish from the back seat without a sound. A 54-year-old lady claimed she warned her not to stop for the next one. She ignored her and was later robbed by a man posing as a stranded motorist just 2 miles ahead when she pulled over to offer some gas. Some believe Anna doesn't know she's dead, that she is trapped in the last moments of her life, reliving the night she waited for help that never came. She was not the victim anymore, she's protecting people now. That she appears to those who need warning, that her presence on the road is the reason no one else has died there since. If you drive Route 76 late at night, especially in October, slow down near the old culvert outside Elwood City. If you see a girl with a black coat and brown boots standing quietly by the guardrail, don't be afraid, but don't stop. Not this time.